Hey guys, welcome back to FYI. So today I'm going to be talking on 10 fashion tips all men ought to know. Yeah, this is important. Anybody who is a keen follower of this channel, you'd realize that I always talk about like fashion for men, grooming and all things. Like I'm very passionate and interested in how, my viewers, the guys, appear. Things they take into consideration, how they carry themselves, and stuff related there too. So I'm going to be talking about 10 tips, that every man should know that has to do with fashion. So if you're a lady who is watching, I'm pretty sure you have a man in your life, might be your boyfriend, your husband, your father, your brother, your friend, but there's definitely men in your life. So listen to these tips and pass it across to them because it'll come in very, very handy. Number one tip, wear a suit well. Now listen, the key here is the fit. Every guy out there, you need to make sure that when you wear a suit, you wear a suit. Like I would rather not wear a suit than, just wear anything. You get what I mean? And the key has to be the fit. Make sure the shoulder sits well, the length of where it gets to. Make sure everything is very well balanced. I think I'll subsequently do another video that talks on fit, for suits, so that I could in detail fill you in on how your suit should appear on you. But your suit is everything. Listen, you could probably see a suit online or a jacket and you decide to buy it just because you love it. Now, there are certain things that are easy to adjust on suit. If it's like the waist and the front area, it's not that difficult to adjust on suit. But when it comes to like the shoulder part, if it's not your size and it doesn't hold well, I really would advise that you forfeit that suit because it's not a do or die affair. You need to make sure it holds you well. If it doesn't, it's a waste of time. And every guy out there, you should be able to have at least a pair or two of suits. Very important, except you want to tell me that in your lifetime you're never going to go to a dinner or like a buffet or a banquet or something or a wedding. Okay, so have at least a pair or two of suits, and then as time goes on, you just try to improvise more on it and make it better. You get what I mean? Yeah, so it's that simple. Number two, invest wisely in your wristwatch. Listen, it's a piece of art. It says a lot about you and your personality. Okay, so don't just wrap anything around your wrist and be like, oh, okay, I have a clock. No, invest rightly in a watch. It'll help you and it'll do you a lot of good. When a woman looks at you, there are certain things she checks out in you. One of them is your wristwatch. So be very careful with how you do it. Get something that is classic, get something that's simple, and you don't have to break bank to do it. There's a level of like reasonability or generality, that you should not step below. That's what I'm talking about. So always maintain that and get yourself a good wristwatch. Number three, don't shy away from colors. I know as men, a lot of us we're used to a whole lot of stereotypes. This color is not for me, or this color is for men, this color is for women, blah blah blah, yada 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 yada. For me, any color I know suits me, suits my skin tone, suits my personality. If I see it, I like it, I'm rocking it. You get, this is 2022. We are no more doing all those things whereby, no, whatever you feel comfortable in, go ahead and do it. It's all about expression. Fashion is a means of expression. Because you're a guy doesn't mean you have to stick to black and gray. No, there are lots of colors in the universe. It's a beautiful world. Explore other colors, get in touch with other sides of you, of your personality as a man. Shine, be happy, breathe. Let these colors pop on your skin. Just do something different and do you, right? All right. Number four, this is important. Look after your appearance. How you appear, how your clothes are on you, how dry clean they are, how clean they are, how they smell, how, just take all of those things into consideration all the time, because I know people say you don't judge a book by its cover, but oftentimes it's the cover, not oftentimes, all the time, it's the cover we see first, right? So you might have the most bubblish personality, you might have the most beautiful soul and heart. Well, what we see is what we look at first, or what we see when we look at you is the way you appear. So groom yourself well, your hair, your nails, your skin, everything. Just focus on your appearance as a guy. It's really, really important. Gone are those days where you think that, being a guy means you have to be shabby. I don't even understand it. What are you, a farmer? Even if you're a farmer, this is not your farm. right? When you're in the farm, you could be shabby and do your farm work. Due respect to farmers, I'm just taking an example. So bottom line is, take care of yourself, take care of your parents, very important. Number 5, this is funny, but keep your underwear simple. Now, you're a guy, you're not going for a circus, right? The funny thing about underwear is that your underwear says a lot about you. Now, first of all, nobody is particularly looking at your underwear, but you don't want to start wearing Mickey Mouse underwear. Like, what are you, 5 years old? You understand what I'm trying to say? So keep your underwears very simple and straight to the form. You don't need to, straight to the point, you don't need to have all those novelty designs. You're not going for a circus. You're not going for some sort of arts exhibition, by wearing those kind of busy underwear. So just keep your underwear simple. One color most times is nice, black, white, blue, simple. Less is more, particularly when it comes to underwear. And the worst part is that people are not even going to see this, or for the most part, people are not going to see this, except of course you're sagging. So nobody's going to see this, but all the same, keep it simple, keep it brisky, keep it breezy. Make sure it's cutting so that, the elements around it can breathe. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you. Number 6, spend money on shoes. Shoes are very important. Another thing that women look at when they take a first look at you are your shoes, right? Now, I understand the fact that sometimes money might not be available the way you want it to be available at that particular point in time, but for what you have, make sure you always go for quality and then sustain and maintain that which you have. Polish it, clean it, make sure it is always on point so that when you step out with it, people will know that indeed you have stepped out. You get what I mean? So always focus on that and make sure your shoes are of the best quality, or they are in the best state they could possibly be in all the time. Number 7, keep accessories to the minimum, right? As a guy, you're not a rap artist. Like, even if you are, just keep it to the barest minimum. Do what you need to do, don't overdo it. I always say that less is more. Guys, always remember that less is more. If you want to show sophistication, just come up with a little bit of it. Don't give us too much. Nobody wants to see too much of everything. Less is more, so keep it to the bare minimum. Bracelets, bare minimum. Rings, bare minimum, right? Except there's a particular occasion that demands it. Chains, necklaces on your neck, just keep it to the bare minimum, okay? We still know you have it, we still know you can afford it, but keep it to the bare minimum because less is more. Number 8, know thyself, right? So as a guy, you should be able to know what works for you. I know that, okay, for example, colors. I know one of the points I gave is the fact that you should be able to explore more with colors. But while you explore, man, know thyself. If a particular color does not sit well with you, please don't embarrass yourself and wear it. I might wear yellow and I'm able to pull it off. It doesn't mean that if you wear yellow, you can pull it off, right? So all of pulling off something depends on your skin tone, your personality, your courage, and how fashion forward you are. There's a lot of factors that comes into being able to pull off certain things, particularly colors for men. So if you know that a certain color doesn't do you good, please don't rock it, okay? I saw an award show where some guy, I won't name the country it's from, wore a yellow suit, like up and down suit. He looked hideous. Very, very hideous. So just know yourself, know what works for you, know what to do, know where to draw the line, know what the limits are, and know when to say, no, I can't cross this certain line. You'll be doing yourself a favor. Number 9, always dress for the occasion, guys. Don't go to church as if you're preparing to go to the club. Don't go for a picnic as though you're preparing to go for a wedding. Don't go for a wedding as if you're preparing to go swimming. It just doesn't make any sense. So always dress for the right occasion. Represent. You're a gentleman. Represent. If it's for a wedding, you should know what to wear. If it's for a party, you should know what to wear. If you're going to church, you should always know what to wear. Always dress for the occasion because it says a lot about you and your sense of style. Finally, I'm just going to take a moment to talk about glasses. Glasses are very, very important. Literally I wear glasses all the time because away from the sun protection is a good accessory, to your fashion statement. But you don't just want to just get anything and just sweep it over your face. No, get something that fits you, the shape of your head, the outfit. Get something that really fits and get a color too. If you're going to get glasses, except you can afford to have a collection, The first pair of glasses I would advise you to get would probably be dark black glasses, because basically that could go with almost anything. Then you could now diversify and get other types, nerd glasses, colors and other things, you know. But always make sure that your glasses, you know, go with your outfit, go with your personality, because this is a piece of fashion item that you might be using for a long time. You don't always want to step out and then you look funny, or you look ridiculous, or you look like a joke, literally speaking, right? So yeah, that's it. So thank you guys for watching. To all the guys out there, please take these 10 points I've been able to give to heart and do your best to make sure you come out looking fashion forward all the time, because your fashion says a lot about who you are, and it says a lot about how people will take you and how much they will also respect you, because fashion speaks, right? Exactly. So thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. The button is down below. Hit the notification button so that you can receive prompts every time I drop a video like this. Drop a comment, like the video, share the video, and just have fun with it. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It means the world to me. Remember today, make somebody smile because it doesn't cost you anything. I love you for watching. Peace.